I
Did
agree, Justin.
were you guys able to get the YouTube rolling without any hitches, Steve, on the Nintendo Fever side?
Yeah, we were. Matt is very particular, and we were a little bit frame droppy at first, but we think we figured out what was going on, so it shouldn't be an issue next time.
Balls.
Nice.
But yeah, it actually went really smooth in the
Yeah.
second half of the show.
Well, that's good to go.
What up,
All right,
Tyrell?
well-
I see you in the chat.
Let's see. Show start.
Everybody
let's
like
get
our
the
own video.
Yeah, no kidding. Like us on YouTube because you're watching us there, or Twitch.
Yeah.
You can do
That
that
includes
too.
us.
Especially if you work
If
with
we all like it, that's 3 more likes. Because
All right.
I assume, Eugene, you're probably logged into the Infendo account, so you can't
Right.
like it.
Right. But all right, let's get the show rolling, and then we will hit it. Let me make a note here. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio. This is episode number 447. This is the 20th of June? Yeah, we're June. This is June. We're here. We're almost to the end of the month. It's hot. I'm sweaty. How the heck are you guys doing? How many podcasts are you on tonight, Steve? Like 9?
Dude, I'm sweating my fucking balls off. Oh, God, we're like, what, 5 seconds into the show? Sorry.
That's
I'm
why
doing
we
good.
edit.
Very nice.
I needed to get out of my system now because I can't even live on the other show. You guys should all really watch the Nintendo Fever show. So, just so you know. Okay, I'm done.
Very nice. How are you doing tonight, Lucas?
My brother, I'm perspirating my freaking Voltorbs off.
Yeah, you're not lying. It's
For those of you watching the produced show who didn't hear what Steve said, give me a little taste.
And if you're not watching the live show, you really should be.
Justin, where are your pikas perspirating?
I don't even know where to go with this. I've got air conditioning on, so I'm good.
Well, hallelujah. I do too, but it's like barely working here in this dry heat of New Mexico. But we're not going to talk about that. We got some video games to talk about. If you're watching it to us on YouTube, be sure to like us right here. Subscribe to our channel as well. We would really appreciate that. If you are watching us on our pretty much brand new Twitch channel, well, thanks. We appreciate that. All of the subscriptions and all that fun stuff would be appreciated. I know you can't like give us money right now on Twitch, but we're trying to get to that point. So like and all that fun stuff. Other than that, we're not going to plug too much here. We'll get all that plug-in going on later on in the show, but Infendo.com is your source for all that fun stuff, so be sure to check that out. All right, so we're going to move into the news. Steve, you've got some Pokemon news to talk about.
So it's oddly appropriate that I would be talking about it because I think of the 4 of us, I'm probably the one that's been playing this game the most recently, which is strange because I don't like this game generally. But we are about to get some of the most requested features in Pokemon Go.
Finally.
Finally, I know they've been promising this to us since the initial reveal trailer.
Yeah.
They teased at some of this stuff, and here it is, close to 2 years later, and we're finally getting it, if not over 2 years later. The first big thing that we're getting is the Pokemon Go trading update. We don't have a release date for it yet, but we are going to be getting trading to where you can trade with your friends. From what I understood from the event, and I don't see it here in our article, so I'm going off of what I read elsewhere. But from what I understood from the trading event, you do have to be close to, like, spatially close to the people that you're trading with in order for this to work. And you do have to be level 10 or higher to trade. So you can't just, like, start up a brand new account, catch a couple Pokemon, and trade them off. And I'm kind of theorizing that the reason they're putting this out now is so they can work out the kinks in the trading system before Pokemon Let's Go arrives. Because the Let's Go games are going to utilize this trading feature as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Another cool thing that they're doing in this trading update You'll be able to make friends, and when you have these friends inside Pokemon Go, you'll be able to, I guess it's leveling up your friendship. From what I understood, you'll be getting gifts from Pokestops that you can then give to a friend, and it's only your friend that can open the gift. But then, if I understood right, you both actually get the benefits.
Did you say you open up a GIF or a GIF?
A GIF.
Okay,
You open
good.
up a GIF, because that's the proper way to say it. But yeah, so like I go to a Pokestop, I get a gift. I take it to work and give it to one of my friends at work that plays the game, and we both get something out of that gift. And those will range from items that are exclusive to the gifts that you'll be able to use in battle or on your Pokemon, to eggs, which will contain baby forms of Alolan Pokemon that you can use. Like,
That's awesome.
your Alolan Vulpix will finally be coming to Pokemon Go. I think I saw that data mined.
Nice.
So the benefits of being friends, I'm just going to list this. You can send gifts to each other. You'll do more damage when raiding and attacking gyms together, which I did not know, which is freaking awesome because I haven't even done a raid yet. And you'll receive extra Pokeballs to catch raid bonuses with, and trades are cheaper. What does that mean?
I think that means because you know how I think there's like a base price for each trade. I want to say it was like 500 Stardust, and I could be completely off base on here, but I know that, like, let's say that you're trying to trade a a high level legendary, and all I'm trying to trade is a Pidgey. Well, then I have to give you Stardust to make up for that difference.
Okay. So, and I think that kind of covered the basics of it without going too much into it. It looks like, from what I'm reading, that 7K eggs will be exclusive to 7K eggs will be exclusive to gifts, and those are what contain Kanto's Alolan Pokemon. So, did I miss anything that anybody else wanted to mention?
Is there any way we can apply this friend making thing to real life? Because I need to level up in that.
I'm not sure that's how it works. If you Pokemon go outside and meet some people, then maybe you'll make some friends.
Yeah. But that requires more than 7 people in your town.
Yeah.
I'm just part of the demographic that fell off this game hard like a year in, and nothing they've introduced lately has me coming back to it. So I'm kind of like totally neutral on all this news. Like, it's fine. It's not like there's nothing like morally reprehensible about it, but by the same token, it's like, old news,
Which is funny because I'm the anti-Pokemon Go person, or at least I used to be, and now I'm fully invested in the game again.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where I spent $20 to do some upgrading, and now I'm actually having a really good time with it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get to this in the change of system section, but I was hardcore Pokemoning, especially during this last community event. And I guess before we end this segment, we might as well hit when our community event is going to be here in North America. It's going to hit in Chicago on July 14th and the 15th, and I will not be going because it crashed and burned last year, and that seems a little overkill.
Chicago's a little too far for me to go to an event like that.
Right.
You would think they could schedule like an event in every state. Like,
that'd be cool, right? Like, how hard could it be, really? Like, you just I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, pick the state capital or something and do it there.
Or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's still like a 2.5, 3 hour drive for me. So.
Well, yeah, but it's better than like a
Chicago
10-hour drive,
Right. A 10-hour flight sometime for some people. Yeah. All right. Well, that's our timer. Actually, you guys, I don't even think heard the timer, did you? Let me play it for you one more time so then you guys can get the full effect.
I'm predicting Mario 3.
Nope. That's our timer. And we're going to move on to the next section. Why don't you take us into a quote, I think, from Reggie, Lucas?
A quote from Reggie. I'm just going to break right into the quote. Screw giving you guys any background information at all on this. The Virtual Console successor is the Nintendo Switch Online, right? With the mentality that says we're going to be offering a slate of games, it's a slate that's going to increase over time. For many of these games, there's going to be additional online capability provided in those games. That's the vision we have for how to best bring our legacy content to Nintendo Switch. If you zoned out in the middle of that quote, or if you're not paying attention right now, Reggie has basically just made it official, kind of what we all already knew. The Switch Virtual Console system has been replaced by Nintendo's new online system. Take that how you will. It means less ownership, but possibly more games, possibly. It also means a flat rate every month or every year, or however you choose to dole out that money instead of paying for games when you want to buy them.
I don't think it necessarily does mean that. I think it's kind of both because, we just saw like the arcade Donkey Kong get released, So I think they're still going to release some things.
That's something
That's
different.
The thing, though.
Yeah, that's done through
Hamster, sure, but Nintendo still. Did you watch the developer interview with them and all that? Like Nintendo works really closely with them, and they're going to be working really closely with that other unreleased arcade game. I can't remember the name. That's going to be coming out soon. But see, my point is, I hope, and I don't know this is going to be the case, but I hope we just get the best of both worlds.
Well, I have a feeling it's going to lean harder on the Nintendo Switch Online, personally. I think we're going to see the occasional odd, like, Arcade Archives release or something that's maybe a Nintendo property, but, like, I don't think they're going to have Nintendo Switch Online and you're going to be able to buy, like, Mario Bros. 3. Like, I think that's just going to be, like, a thing that comes with Nintendo Switch Online.
Right.
Again, for better or worse,
I mean, I feel like Virtual Console as a whole has been seeing diminishing returns anyway, which is why they haven't really been putting a whole lot into it for the past couple of years. I think, the big games that everybody wanted all came out within the first couple months on the Wii, and
then you have to buy them again on the Wii U.
Well, no.
And the 3DS.
All right, 3DS, yes. But
and the Wii U.
And the Wii U.
The Wii U, you could
upgrade.
Oh, okay, I can talk now. The Wii U, you could just, pay the little upgrade fee, which I thought was fine.
You had to pay for. It wasn't free. That's what I'm saying, man. You still had to pay for it.
Have to pay, but okay, the point is that I don't think they've been seeing enough sales in Virtual Console to make it worth putting the extra effort into applying whatever infrastructure they need to for it. Whereas this is, people are paying for the service. Whether they use it or not, they're paying for it so they can put X amount of money towards supporting it. And I like Lucas said, I think that this might mean we'll get more games, maybe some games we've never seen, because, for Nintendo to negotiate a deal with whoever they need to get, like, Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, on Virtual Console for however long Virtual Console exists, for whatever restricted ownership people have and all that, would be maybe cost prohibitive. But to say, hey, we'll put Turtles 2, the arcade game, on for, the next month or two for X amount of money, and maybe we may not get it permanently, but I think we're more likely to get those games if there's like a limitation to the time on it.
And nope, you first.
Okay. So here's where I'm at with the whole thing. Nintendo Switch Online, right? Nintendo Switch Online. It's to play your Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
In my eyes, that service is to play the Switch Online. We're getting a bonus by getting all of these games, some of them with online connectivity. I'm taking it as a bonus. I have to have the service anyway to play online, to play with you guys. So regardless, I'm already spending the $20. If they want to give me all these Virtual Console games included in that $20 price tag, I'll take it. Go, Lucas.
Objection! We are getting all of that stuff as a bonus, and that's great, but we're also, if you look at it that way, just flat out having Virtual Console removed. And, like, I understand that it's great that, you know, we get to play these games, and it'll be fine. But there's a
Right.
reason that I don't have a Netflix, and that's because I like to own my stuff, and I like to feel
Right.
like I've paid for it once, and then I have access to it as much as I want. I don't like the idea of being in a part of a streaming service for Nintendo games and having a game that I really like and then having Nintendo say, hey, it's been 3 months, we're pulling this game, you can't play it anymore. Like, if I have Ocarina of Time on my system, I want Ocarina of Time on my system whenever I want to play it, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And I know, like, first-party Nintendo games would be harder to pull. But if my favorite game was, like, Turtles in Time, like Justin was saying, or Turtles the arcade game or whatever, and, like, it's only on there for, like, a month, then that month is going to be great. When that month is gone, it's like, well, damn. I'd much rather they just came up with some kind of, like, permanent virtual console.
So what
And,
you
I
what
know
you're
I've pitched that
proposing
before, but
what you're proposing is something more like what PlayStation Now does to a point, where you have the
Possibly.
option to rent it for X amount of hours, or you have the option to buy it and permanently add it to your collection.
I guess to a degree. I've pitched it on other shows that we've done, but honestly, I just kind of want like a Steam service, like built into Nintendo consoles that goes from console to console. I'd like to just be
Right.
able to like boot up the games that I already own. I'm like, hey, I own Mario 1 and 3, and I can just go on to like my Switch or my 3DS or whatever system.
That would be
is
the
compatible.
ideal.
Yeah, whatever system is compatible with this massive program that they build, and just, you know, you own the game forever. That's the perfect system in my opinion.
Right.
For sure. All right. No more virtual console because Nintendo killed it. Sakurai said something cool. Why don't you tell us about it?
Sure, as soon as I get the window open again. There it is. All right. So, Sakurai said something that sounds a little like something he's said before. I'm going to take Lucas's method and jump right into the quote. The Smash series may continue in the future, but I don't know if we'll ever be able to pull this off. So I really hope you'll enjoy this iteration of the game. I mean, he said this after the... Hell, he said this after Brawl.
Yeah, I
And
was
we
gonna
still
say.
got the Wii. And, I mean, basically, this has happened every time since Brawl, where he says, we made this game so big, I don't know if we can ever top this again. And, I mean, I'm sure he wants to work on other games at some point. So, I don't know. This could be the last Smash. It could not be the last Smash. Yeah. How do we feel about
basically,
that?
he's
The
saying enjoy it. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do something this big again, is what I get out of that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm... Go ahead, Luce.
I think the only person who actually might believe that is Sakurai.
Right.
And the good news going into that is that some of the best games I can think of were made when the developers thought it was their last game, or at least their last game in that franchise.
Mhm.
So,
That's how
like,
Final Fantasy became a franchise.
I
Right.
believe Pokemon Gold and Silver was made under the similar premise too, that like we might not be able to do another one, let's give it everything we've got in this entry. And like if that's right, like that was one of my favorite games. So I don't know, I see this as like, hey, great, they're giving it literally everything they have. And obviously this won't be the last entry in this series, because even if Sakurai runs out of ideas, Nintendo will throw someone else in to direct it, and you know, we'll keep
Yeah.
getting Smash Bros. So
Yeah,
like,
that's how I kind of feel about that, because I can't imagine, 5 years from now or whatever. I have a cat walking on me. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I can't imagine like 5, 6, 7 years from now, when the next Nintendo system is out, that they're not going to have a Smash game. It is one of their tentpole franchises,
Yeah.
and it is a
Oh, yeah.
system seller. I mean, I imagine the attach rate for the Wii U to Smash Brothers is probably at least 50%.
And like in that same vein, I can't imagine how they could one up Mario Kart at the moment. Like Mario Kart 8 was freaking amazing, and the fact that they just keep adding to it feels really good.
You
Will
make it
they
Diddy Kong Racing.
eventually? Yeah, exactly. But eventually they're going to release a better Mario Kart. Eventually they're going to release a better Smash Bros. That's just the nature of advancing in your industry and making it better.
I want Mario Kart with a hub world. That's all I want, and then I can put Diddy Kong Racing to bed forever.
There you go.
I think the only thing that's going to change about Smash Brothers is the third-party characters, because I think those developers may pull their characters back at some point, or some may approach and say, "Hey, is there any way you can work this character into the game?" But the core of Smash, Nintendo owns all those franchises. There's no reason they can't keep doing Smash.
Well, except for possibly balancing the game. But if Sakurai's found a balance right now, then assuming they don't go like full-blown and develop an entirely new engine, assuming they just keep tweaking it like they have been since basically Melee or Brawl, take your pick,
Right.
then there's really no reason why they can't balance it from now on. Because, I mean, this game looks to be probably the least departure we've seen in terms of gameplay from the last game. Compared to Smash 4, this game looks to have a lot of the same basic gameplay elements to it. It's obviously been fine-tuned and changed, and characters have been tweaked, but and twerked, depending on whether or not you're playing the Zero Suit Samus. But the point is, it looks like they're kind of finding their balance now, and I think that they'll probably just kind of keep advancing from here. I don't think you're going to have to like reinvent the wheel anytime soon. So,
yeah, I mean, I had a thought and it's gone. So somebody else.
All you can think of now is Zero Suit Samus twerking across the battlefield.
I wasn't thinking about that, but but now I can't not.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Do we have to censor that out?
No.
Can we censor it out of my brain?
No.
Any other thoughts?
No. I don't think Eugene can speak at this point.
I was actually talking. I didn't realize I was muted the whole time. The only thing I really have to add here is that we've seen Sakurai say this before. I don't like. It'd be sad to see a Smash without Sakurai. But at the same time, like, the show's got to go on. Like like you said, Lucas, like Nintendo, they're going to find 5 other Sakurais and Baccarais in the back office, and they're going to, throw them on the project. So, I don't want it to be his last Smash Brothers project. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but I don't believe that it's going to be. I don't think that he can pull himself away from his baby.
He doesn't have it in him.
The only thing I want to add to that is if Sakurai decides not to do another one and Nintendo more than likely decides to do another Smash game, I imagine they'll probably at least have him be a consultant as opposed to a director. Sure. Just like, hey, come in and play this game. It's almost done. Make sure we haven't completely broken it.
He's like, I hate it all!
I just want to add on to Eugene's point. Sakurai cares about his series more than like any other developer alive. Like, he made Kirby like the starring role in that Brawl storyline. So, like, for God's sake, the man cares about what he does. Like, he revived Kid Icarus after like 20 years of death.
Right.
So the man will continue to develop for Smash.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to develop another Nintendoon section for you here after the break. I've got to set up, though, so we're going to be right back. All right. Let me make a note.
Reading that quote from Reggie while playing Mario Kart 8 is a very difficult thing to do, but I managed to pull it off. It's to take 5th place, so I'm happy. And I'm playing online, so, none of that AI nonsense.
So if any of you guys want to join, you can find Lucas online while he does the show.
Yeah, I'm playing regionals, but my VR is pretty high, so you might get up against some rough ones, but feel free to join in.
Does anybody need to take a poop break?
To play Mario Kart with you.
I think I'm good.
You don't want me to take another bathroom break? I might be in there for 20 minutes.
I'm trying to find a good screenshot to put on my article. So,
Steve, can I just say how your intro was delightful?
I forget.
Mine? What?
Steve.
No, mine.
Steve.
His
like,
his first 7 words, 9 of them were curses.
Yeah, you just gonna have to like.
I was gonna say, like, I didn't know Steve cursed.
Steve,
Well,
he
when you
curses.
when you don't curse for an hour, they kind of build up.
You should watch Steve play pretty much any game with a difficulty level of like 6 or higher. Like, dude freaked out during Octoling.
Well, is this a Lucas 6
That
or a
was
Steve
nothing-
6?
That was nothing compared to Tropical Freeze, though.
I'm gonna call it a regular 6. A Lucas 6 is like, I don't even know. It's not that.
Yeah, Lucas thought I hated the Octo expansion.
Oh, I
know, he
swore
told
you
me
did.
right before.
Yeah, he's playing the whole thing. Okay, so this is free Infendo story time before we get back into it for all you live listeners. He's playing the game with me, and forgive me, you're on the live show, so you get all this, and Eugene doesn't have to censor it out. He's like, motherfucker, son of a bitch! I hate this. This game design is shit. And then like 12 hours later, I wake up in the morning and I'm on my Discord, and he's like, I have to say, overall, I've really enjoyed the Octo expansion. And I'm like, what?
The best part is he's not exaggerating this at all.
Like that literally, like, and Phantom was playing Fortnite with me while you were playing this.
Yeah.
He can back me up on this. Like,
Yeah, this is completely and 100% accurate, not exaggerated in the slightest like we normally do.
All right, you guys ready to roll back into the show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make my notes here. I think this Nintendo's is gonna be fucking hard.
you say that.
I guess I gotta take my earphones out because I don't want my game music conflicting with your game music.
It's
You
probably
know
for the
it's
best.
getting up in difficulty if Mario Kart turns off. So,
Mm.
prepared for that.
Right. Okay. Let
So,
me get
by the
that.
way, Lucas, you're still 1 point up on Eugene.
Good. Good to know. Let's
I have the I need to start pulling up the tally during Nintendo's because then I forget to update it for 2 weeks.
Dude,
I have to go
you
listen
know what
to
would
the
be
show a third
cool?
time.
It
What?
would be cool if during Nintendo's we could overlay our scores like on our pictures for like the year.
Ooh, that would be kind of cool. I can probably make that happen if I researched it.
That would be pretty cool.
Okay, let's.
Eugene, you know where the dock is.
Yeah, right. Let's get
In my pants.
some shit going here.
No, that's another 4-letter word that starts with D and ends with K.
Oh my God, Steven, stop!
Leave it at the concept, man.
Everyone, just stop.
Phantom says there was a lot of cursing to the Splatoon story.
Yeah, there was. I was like, if anything, I was being gentle, like in my portrayal of Steve, like, and not just cursing, like anger, like rage.
That's the sign of a good game if I'm getting angry at it because I want to get through it.
Clearly,
That's
'Cause
that's how I felt with the last couple Donkey Kong Country games. Just like
Well, yeah, because if
Infuriating
I
me
finish it, that means I like it. If I don't finish a game, I either don't like it or I got bored.
All right, I'm bringing us in. I'm reeling it in to Nintendo's. Gonna get you guys to shut up for a bit so we can start this show.
nobody's talking but you.
yeah.
Well, I know, but I need the.
I was
a
waiting for
little
your
bit of
now,
silence.
now that
silence.
Eugene's
And now the
done,
waveforms are all like this. I just wanted my
Let's talk
waveforms, and y'all fucked it up. All right,
Talking about
y'all
Donkey
fucked it
Kong
up.
Country is a challenging game, but not too challenging.
This month's outtakes are going to be amazing.
All right, let's get rolling. Hello, we're back. Nintendo's, the show that is the games with the sounds of the music that we play and we like. No, for reals, this is Nintendo's. Actually, one of my favorite segments of the entire show. This is where I have 10 games and I have lots of songs for those games, and these fine gentlemen are going to try and guess those games. Most of the songs actually came from Patreon suggestions, so if you would like to get in on the action and be a part of the show as well, you can too by going to patreon.com/InfendoRadio. With that, we are going to move right into the Nintendo's because I actually think this is going to be a really challenging one. The patrons were not kind. So So with that, here's your first track. Let me know how volume is, and I'll adjust it accordingly. Negative. How's volume? It's not Final Fantasy. Lucas, if you said something, I couldn't quite hear you. But I'm going to play the next track.
I think you said everybody froze because he froze.
Oh, I understand.
Yep. Not everybody. Oh. That's music?
Well, that was awful.
Mm-hmm. If you ever played this game, you'll know.
System?
This
Super
is SNES.
I got nothing.
I'm not going to give you any hints just yet because there's a lot of music here, so let's just keep playing music.
Not Klonoa.
Not Klonoa, no. Oh, this is an ad. This is my one that I didn't download, so here's an iHome Finder ad.
With Icy Hot breakfast relief patches. Hot breakfast is only an icy hot patch away. Get yourself an icy hot patch for $900.
I have it muted. Okay, here comes the music.
Ow.
It is not that.
It is not pterodactyl mating call.
However, there is a pterodactyl in this game.
Really? Wait, this is a real song. No, it's not. It has some of the same notes as a real song.
Here's your
Well,
next
there's only
track.
so many notes.
Alright, so you know this is a Super Nintendo game. Lucas, you were on the right track by guessing Final Fantasy games, because this game was developed by Squaresoft.
Is it an RPG?
Is this
Do
one
they-
of your tracks?
This is one of my tracks, yes. And this is an RPG.
Is this that stupid game that you like that you keep trying to get us all to play?
Illusion of Gaia?
It is not, because that game is not stupid, but it is not Illusion of Gaia.
Is that even Square? I have no fun.
That's Enix, so it's confusing.
Yeah,
That's
the
an
only
RPG, so it's confusing to me.
the only RPG by that group I know, well, by Square or Enix, is Chrono Trigger. So I don't know.
Well,
Don't-
it
don't-
just so happens to be that this game is Chrono Trigger.
No shit.
It's that other stupid game by Square Enix that you
No
want
Pika?
us to play.
I guess I better give a point to Steve for that lucky guess.
Lucky guess, yeah.
Hey, we'll take it. All right. So that was a game from moi. How about we get a game from one of our fantastic patrons? This one comes from JZ Beast. Get ready.
Oh boy.
He's not even here to hear that right now.
Me and Jay-Z actually have similar taste in games, though.
Sounds like this is just like all background music. Let me try this one.
That? Dead Space Extraction?
It's not.
That was a shot there.
It worked last time.
Yeah, you don't get two of those.
No.
Okay, so Wikipedia classifies this game as an action shoot 'em up.
This sounds very action shoot-a-me.
Shoot at me.
Here's your next track. How's volume?
Acceptable.
Nothing, huh?
Is this Resident Evil Mercenaries for 3DS?
This is not. Alright, here's another.
What about Distant Violence on DS?
No. This game appeared on the Nintendo Switch, but it was multi-platform, so it appeared on Windows.
Resident Evil 7.
No, this appeared on Windows, Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
Oh,
Wait,
Is
what
it
were the?
extra?
Wait, Doom?
It is not Doom.
what about Wolfenstein 2?
It's not out yet.
Hasn't stopped them before.
This game would be classified more as a indie title.
It's not Binding of Isaac.
It's not Binding of Isaac.
Crap. What is the name of that game?
I know, that's the game we're playing, dog. You tell me.
No, we just talked about this tonight. Not.
Here is your next and final track.
It's not Celeste.
It's not Celeste.
This is Tron.
Right? No, it's not Stranger Things either. Okay.
When did Carlos start doing music for video games?
The developer and publisher of this game is The Game Bakers.
That doesn't help. I don't think any of us know indie.
Yeah.
Frig.
Surprisingly, Justin, you were actually close to the title with your words there.
Cricket.
Is this Killer Queen Black or Hollow Knight?
No, but not a bad guess. Alright, y'all give up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. This game that appeared on the Nintendo Switch is called Fury.
Oh, I played that.
Close.
I would never.
Because
have
you
gotten
You
said,
said freak.
yeah, kind of, yeah, kind of ish. Alright, so that one was from JZBs. Thank you, JZBs, for providing that track. Here comes a track from myself. I think this one is going to be really quick. Like, really quick. So get your buzzers ready. Here we go.
Mario
Mario Kart 8. No.
This
That's
Super
Mario
Mario
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Whoever said,
Galaxy.
I don't know
Mario
why I picked this song first. That was dumb. Whoever said Mario Galaxy first is the winner.
That was me.
Was
I
it?
couldn't tell. Like, I think I heard Justin and Lucas.
I didn't say Galaxy. I said Mario Kart.
Oh, I thought Steve said Mario Kart 8.
No.
Listeners,
No.
who got it
I
first?
said Galaxy.
I'm okay with giving Steve and Justin
I'll
a
take it.
point.
Yeah, sure. What the hell?
Then you want to share a point?
Let's. I mean, were we gonna see what the chat says, or?
We
Well,
can.
we-
I don't care.
While we wait on the chat, let's play our next track. This one actually comes from Phantom. So,
Schnazzy says cloth.
oh, I think that's
Yeah, but
biased.
Schnazzy
I feel like
is-
he might be biased. But
that would be like if Knothead said Steve. Like,
Right?
Hey, Knothead, say Steve.
Okay, so this one comes from Phantom. Thank you, Phantom, for providing a game. I pray for you guys for this one. Good luck.
Oh.
Oh God, I swear to God, if you played this game.
No. For a second, I thought, believe it or not, for a second, I thought it was Phalanx.
Oh,
It's like, oh, I've never even heard of that game.
Is this Flame in the Flood?
it is not.
This is Redneck the game.
Yeah, this sounds like Red Dead.
No, redneck.
Is this Earthworm Jim?
This is not Earthworm Jim. Let's have another track before I give you another hint. Not that either is gonna help you.
Oh yeah, this'll help.
Is it Wagner?
No. Okay, I'm gonna start hitting some hints here. The publisher of this game was THQ. I don't know that the developer is gonna help anybody, but it was Blue Tongue Entertainment.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Nope.
I totally remember hearing this song in Tony Hawk.
Shh. Here's your next track. All right.
Wait, can we get a
This-
system?
This game appeared on the GameCube, but it also was on the Wii, the PlayStation 2, Windows, and Game Boy Advance.
Splish Splash.
Nah, you ain't taking it back yet, dog.
Cowabunga.
No, but cows are featured in this game.
It's not Tonic Trouble. No, that wasn't.
Here's another track.
Oh, I like this one.
Alright, so your next hint is that...
This is a rabbit. Is it? Is
No.
this the rabbit's game with the cart and the life and the rabbit?
Whatever it is, I'm going to have to look up the soundtrack.
So this game is based off of a license.
I want to say this song sounds familiar, but that might just be because, like, you know,
It's just Barnyard.
it's a song I've heard before.
God, Steve!
Yeah.
You are on a tear today!
So what's the verdict on that other point, Ellie?
This is Barnyard. We didn't get a verdict from the chat. I would say that we just dole that out as a tie. But yeah, why don't you give us a...
To take that point from Steve's 3 now.
Why don't you give us a score update here, Justin?
Steve has 3, I have 1, because I can't do half points. So
I'm
point apiece.
I'm secretly
did.
rooting for you, Steve, because I don't want Lucas to get
Oh,
more
I don't
lead.
think there's much of a chance of that.
Yeah, the patrons were not kind to you. Actually, my tracks are probably going to be your best opportunity. So, speaking of that, here comes one from me. So, get your buzzers ready, y'all. I think this one might be another quick one.
Oh, Mario Tennis.
It is Mario Tennis. It is Mario Tennis.
like Mario
Mario's
Tennis
theme.
N64 or
Yeah, just straight Mario Tennis, yeah. Very well done, Lucas. Got yourself on the board. Let's go with another track. Lucas, I don't think that you should get this one, but I think you're going to get really mad if you don't. Here comes your next track.
That's
This
a
one
weird
could-
hint.
This one comes from -64.
Are we listening to it now?
Oh, we are. Kitten, do you need a volume up?
I could use it. This isn't Claymates, is it?
It's not Claymates.
What about Carnival Games?
It's not what now?
What about Carnival Games?
It is not Carnival Games.
Is this Klonoa?
It is not Klonoa.
What the hell is Klonoa?
Best game you've never heard of.
Here is your next track. Alright, your second hint, I guess, is that I don't think you've ever played this game, Lucas, but this game appeared on the GameCube and the PlayStation 2. And it is a franchise that I know is near and dear to your heart.
Home Improvement.
Alright, let's start getting some major hints here. Alright, this game...
Dragon Quest.
It is not Dragon Quest, no. This game is based off of a license again. Here's your next track.
Near and dear to my heart. So either Eugene is being smart or sincere.
I never played this game. I don't know if it's any good.
The Wiggles.
No. It also appeared on the
Teletubbies.
PlayStation 2.
Teletubbies.
Not Teletubbies. What's up?
It's all banjo music tonight.
It's not Banjo-Kazooie.
Not at all what he said.
No. I said.
know. I know what you said! Here's your next track! Nothing?
Not like anything I would know.
Ghostbusters.
No.
Not near and dear to my heart.
Do we
All
have
right.
genre?
I don't know the genre, but it's not gonna matter because I'm gonna play the final track and literally everybody listen to the song. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come to your mouth, but it's not gonna formulate the words, and you need to formulate the words. Here we go.
Animaniac? Is it Animaniacs?
It is.
Well done.
It
Why
is
does that
Animaniacs.
not quite sound like Animaniacs.
Because the tune is off, but the beat is the same. Like the structure is the same.
This game is called Animaniacs: The Great Edgar Hunt.
Oh yeah, like they're after Edgar Allan Poe or something.
I don't know.
I feel like I saw this in a Nintendo Power a long time ago.
Sounds crazy. But in any case, we are going to move on to our next track. This is also going to be a Patreon suggestion. I want to get this person right. Oh yeah, this is Malik Emeris. I don't know that anybody's going to get this. I don't know that anybody's even heard of the thing that this is from. But we're about to find out. Here we go.
Lucas will get it.
That's too old for me.
It is.
Is
So-
Ice Cream Truck the game?
No. So clearly this is an NES game. Oh no, actually, I'm sorry. Clearly this is a Game Boy game, but there is also an NES version of this game. Here's your next track. Alright, here comes some hints incoming. Oh my lord almighty. So this game...
We're a lively bunch tonight.
Got nothing.
This game,
Old games on LiveStream.
yeah, this is a really tough one. Like,
Hey,
really
you're
tough.
talking, we can't hear you.
Let me turn it down a little bit then. Yeah, this is an old game. It's an oldie. I don't know that anybody's gonna get it. This game was based off of a... Hello? Can you hear me?
I don't.
You can hear me now.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who hears nothing.
Can you hear the music still?
Experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand back. No, we can't hear the music either, Eugene.
Can't hear a thing, Eugene.
That's the only
We-
reason you see him down here.
Come on.
We can hear each other.
There's like 100 games on sale in the eShop, and they're all bad looking.
Can you hear me now?
What else is new?
Or they're like
Hello.
$50 games that have been marked down to like $44 games. So
I can hear
I'm
you.
gonna
Gene.
I'm gonna drop out of the
You're
Zoom
there.
real
We
quick.
can hear you.
I know,
now.
I know that. But I need to drop out of the Zoom because it's not picking up my right setting. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
check your drivers.
Don't you ever tell me to check my drivers.
Check your drivers.
Can you hear me now by chance?
And
Yeah.
there he went. Aye,
Never
yay,
check.
yay, yay. That's what I.
Hello, I'm testing my microphone. Hello, I'm testing my microphone. Oh, can you please hear me?
There it is.
Oh Lord, I'm back. I'm so sorry I left you.
Can you do the Ay Dios Mio that we were just talking about from when you
Oh.
played Fortnite?
Oh, porque. Okay, let's go back into the music and pretend like nothing ever happened. Okay, so y'all are never gonna get this stupid game. I know you're not gonna get this game. So I'm gonna give you some hints.
Patron suggestions stupid.
Well, no, this game is stupid. I've actually played it. I own it on NES. It's dumb. Like, I can definitively say that. So, this game only exists because of a, I want to say it was first a movie and then a TV show.
Jimmy.
About... No. But, if you've ever watched said movie or TV show, you'll definitely know it from this title theme. There was also a Saturday morning cartoon show.
Is this Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
I recognized it as you were saying it.
It is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah. Well done, Steve. I did not think anybody was gonna get that,
I
but
only got it by the title theme. So I don't have
Right?
a lot to be proud of there.
thank you, Minus, for your suggestion. We are gonna move into another Patreon suggestion. I think this is the final one, if I'm not mistaken. This one comes from. Oh no, there's two more. I've got two more. So this one is
Oh,
going to
you
be
get so
How much
from.
for that?
This one's going to be from Corrupted. I've only got one huge long soundtrack here, I believe. So let me mute the first part because I think it gives like the game name. We don't want that.
Never.
Well, you don't.
No, we
want
don't
that.
need a repeat of the Viva Pinata situation.
All right, coming in hot and heavy, kids. Another GameCube title.
I don't know jack about the game.
You have that little confidence in us, huh?
I think this one might be gotten, but I don't think it's. I think it's gonna be like a luck get. So everybody get your lucky eggs ready.
Here's an RPG from the GameCube created by Namco in 1965.
I've exhausted my lucky egg supply tonight.
Here's your next track. I'm just seeking. Kind of the same thing, but it's a little different.
Batman?
It's not Batman. Kind of sounds like it, don't it?
Batman?
Though.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Another game that comes from a license.
A licensed game on the GameCube?
They
Freakazoid?
didn't have any of those.
It's not Freakazoid. You're thinking
What is
the
this?
wrong company, the wrong holding company.
Deadpool.
Not Deadpool.
Was Freakazoid these two? I didn't think Freakazoid was like that was Warner Brothers, wasn't it?
Right, that's what I mean. It's not Warner Brothers.
Ah.
I don't think Freakazoid ever had a comic, did it?
Why does this sound pseudo-familiar?
I'm not sure.
Night at the Museum 2. Quest for the Smithsonian.
It is not. Oh, and I made a mistake with the last game. That was actually Malik Emrys that gave us Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Minus gave us Animaniacs. Too many M's.
Nice.
Alright, here's your next hint. This is based off of a license that was generally made for kids.
Oh wait, I know this. I've heard this before. Hang on. Rugrats? Is this Rugrats? Yeah,
not
it's
Rugrats.
that Rugrats board game. No, wow.
It's not
Why do I
Rugrats.
know that?
But you're now in the right universe.
The
Real Monsters.
No.
Wasn't there a Nicktoons like collective game, party game of some sort?
No, we.
Don't make me go on to Google and look up the name of it.
Was there a Nickelodeon racing game?
Might have been, but this ain't it. Here's your next track. Lucas is gonna be so mad.
This is a song I've listened to before.
Voluntarily?
Mm-hmm. I like that song.
Alright, we're gonna move into our final clues for this guy. I don't really have many. I'm gonna give it away. If I had to take a guess, that I would say that this game was probably published and or developed by THQ. But let me just take a look, just based off of the license.
This is definitely a my generation game, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely. And it is a THQ game. It was actually developed by Vicarious Visions on the Game Boy, but for this version it was Heavy Iron Studios.
It's not Fairly Odd Parents.
It is not. Alright, here comes the beginning of the game. This might be music that's... It is not. This might be music that gives it away, but let's find out.
I can't hear anything. Oh, it's SpongeBob! It's SpongeBob! That's right. This is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. That was like my favorite game as a kid.
It is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
It's actually a really good game for a licensed game. Like, quality, they got all the voice actors back. Like, it's aged horribly, but it's a good game.
It got like 7s and 8s, so...
Yeah, it was a really good game.
I
It wasn't just like a movie tie-in or something.
I think my wife actually played that game.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
solid.
All
I
right.
like that.
Well, let's move into my next track. Can we get a score update from one of our fine scorekeepers?
Steve, I think I fell behind the last couple.
Yeah,
Steve is at
I've
4.
got 4 points. Justin has 1. Lucas has 3.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have 2 tracks left.
Coming for you, Steven.
You.
Okay, so I'm going to play. Gosh, I don't know how I want to do this one because I don't think anybody's going to get this one, and I think mine is going to be like a buzzer beater type of deal. So let's play the one where I don't think you guys are going to get it. Let's see how that plays out.
I don't know. I've pretty much checked out at this point. So
This is a Patreon suggestion. This one comes from Corky Dog. I've never heard of this game.
If you get a point, then Lucas and I can buy. But if you don't, Lucas can.
Well, or if just none of us get one.
So this is a game where I had to download the entire soundtrack again. This game is a Switch game. I've
Not
never heard of it
Octopath.
before. Nope. Here's your next
Radiant
track.
Historia.
Nope. It looks cool from what I'm looking at it. Let's get you some clues here. How's volume, by the
Typo
way?
Man. Volume is good.
Typo Man barely has music.
Never played it.
It's awful.
Okay, so this game looks like it was another multi-platform game. It's pretty much been released on everything under the sun. So it's been released on Switch. Looks like it's been on Xbox One, PS4, Windows.
It probably doesn't support crossplay either. PlayStation 4.
You are just
Probably
like,
not a game that will even have cross play.
Probably not.
so this
Crossplay.
game this hint might give it away if you're keeping up with the industry. This is one of the. This game was published by the reformed THQ Nordic. The developer is Airship Syndicate. It is a role-playing game. I'm gonna give you another track.
I just don't know that many
ap-
games.
Apparently, this game is often compared to Diablo because it is played in an isometric view.
Hmm.
Is this that Four Scrolls game?
It is not. You're kind of on the right track, though.
I don't think I would know what this would be without looking at the eShop.
I've never heard of it, honestly. It looks really cool. Like I would give it a shot for sure.
Code of Princess wasn't multi-platform, was it?
I don't think it was isometric.
No. Not
No,
unless you
you're
count
right.
the
That was a
3DS.
2D brawler.
This game was released in May of 2018 on the Switch. There is a fantasy comic book that is based off of.
Got nothing.
I
feel
don't
like
think we're
I-
gonna get there.
We're gonna
Alright.
know the title, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this game, friends, is called Battle Chasers Night War.
I've heard of it. That's about it.
Without that.
Yeah, there were about 15 other games. I thought it was before that, but
All right. So this could go a number of different ways, and I'm a little nervous about it because I don't have any other tracks queued up. This is gonna.
What's the first time you've had to pull a tiebreaker out of your butt
No kidding.
in recent weeks?
All right, here we go, kids. Get ready. This is your final track.
I'm out.
This is Mario Party 2. Mario Party 1.
Mario Party for the Game Boy Advance.
Nope.
Mario
Earthbound?
Party DS.
It's not Mario Party.
It's not Earthbound.
It's not Earthbound. I'm surprised it's taking this long.
None of us know this?
Apparently, here's your next track.
Grabbed by the
Know
Ghoulie?
this.
It is not.
No,
Mario
I know this. I have a remix of that track from Overclock.
Here's your next track. This is actually the final
Mario
track, so if you guys don't get it here,
Odyssey.
then I'm gonna be a little sad.
Can we get a system?
Originally
Oh, wait.
arcade.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. This has got to be a Namco
Galaga.
museum or something.
Galaga! It is Galaga. Wow, I did
now
not
we have a
suspect you to get that one, Lucas.
Now we have a No, I played Pac-Man and Namco on the 3DS a lot.
Nice.
Which
Yep,
is
that
the
was a
reason why I
Galaga.
knew that. And then I had to sit there while Justin was talking about Pac-Man and Namco, and I was like, I know this! What was this game?
Well, Lucas has emerged victorious in this week's
No.
Nintendoons.
We have a tie.
No. We have a tie, boy.
We're tied, Eugene.
Lucas
No!
and Steve.
No!
Tying it up.
No!
And I'd be more than happy to take a tie point with Steve and be 2 points ahead of you, but I think the fans want a tiebreaker.
Steve, why did you... Lucas, come on, guys.
Well, that's
All right.
what you get.
All right. I'm going to make this a good one here. Let me make a note. Eugene needs to find music.
You get a C sharp.
Ooh! I know what it's going to be. Oh my god, I know what it's going to be. I have to mute this.
Why am I sensing a strong Steven bias in the...
Smash Brothers Ultimate. Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, I'm picking this music because I freaking love it. Let me see if I can
I'm
find some.
so
good track.
afraid right now.
Well, I like to guess. Probably not.
No.
I mean, it kind of
Nothing matters anyway.
purpose.
Unless you want to play on my team.
Or do another tiebreaker round if you win.
Right?
Nah, I'm all for getting this over with.
Okay, let's, oh yeah, this is the one. Alright, you guys ready? It's gonna
Yep.
come in, it's coming in hot. Here is your
Guesses
tiebreaker
on
question.
the ready.
My God, I know what this is.
Just Dance.
Dance.
Nope.
20, no.
Is this Michael Jackson's Moonwalker? Is
It is
that
not.
possible?
Is this Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
It
I
is
know
not.
what this is.
Oh, is it Rabbids?
It is not Rabbids.
Maybe Rabbids.
Here's your
I
next
know
track.
I've heard
I know what this is.
I know you know what this is.
DDR?
Nope. You're on the right track.
I don't know what this is.
It's not Just Dance. It's not DDR. We Groove?
Nope.
There's no way this is We Groove.
Is this Guitar Hero or Rock
This is
Band?
not. Come on, guys. I thought this would be quick. Here's the next one. What game has a bunch of licensed music in it?
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
No.
He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
Not DDR. It's not Guitar Hero.
Nope, nope.
She did that later.
Hannah Montana? The game?
I say, he wanted her. She
All right,
never
to help these guys out, because I think I have another guess. Does this game use a special controller?
This game uses the touchscreen. Here's your next track.
Wait,
He uses the touchscreen, and it's not Guitar Hero On Tour or World Tour or Band Hero.
Nope. This game was published by Nintendo.
I don't know this.
was a slightly different version of this game used in one of my Nintendos?
Yes.
All right, I know what it is now. I could tell by the audio quality that had to be something.
All right, I'm only gonna play like one or two more songs and give you one or two more hints, and then we're gonna call it a tie if we can't get it.
Yeah, I can.
Not
Here's your next track.
We're gonna kick ourselves when we don't get it, aren't we?
You really are.
Hey, if we just both shut up, we both win. So like,
So developer on this is NIS.
Boogie?
God damn it, that's it.
Nope.
Is
It's
it?
not
No.
Boogie? No?
Nope.
But the song is apparently.
All right, are we giving up?
Yeah.
We're just not. Obviously, we're not casual level like you guys.
Can I reveal the big secret?
Tell us, Justin.
Elite Beat Agent.
Elite Beat Agents.
That had all this licensed music.
Yeah, the first one did.
That's
I
what you
always
get for only playing the Japanese version.
I was thinking about that.
I never played any version.
I never played it either.
Yeah.
Such a good
Wow,
game.
I could tell by the audio quality
Holy
it had
crap.
to be a DS game, and when you
Right.
play, what was the Jackson 5 one, ABC? I thought it was Rock Band as well because that was in one of the Rock Band games. And then when you played YMCA, I'm like, yeah, I got no fucking.
Oh no, Steve, we both win.
By the way, we probably got a copyright strike on that.
Oh, we definitely did. Yeah, that's a thing. All right,
quiet.
we're gonna go sort out our copyright strikes, and we're gonna be right back.
Holy crap.
Hmm.
We didn't get the tiebreaker, Lucas.
What do you mean?
Doesn't that mean I win?
Oh, we didn't get the tiebreaker. No, that just means me and Steve both win.
Yeah.
Thus are the rules of the game. Everyone wins but Justin.
Well, we could.
I didn't win.
Tiebreakers all night. I gotta pee. I'll be back.
You won because you got the pleasure of seeing Steve just hit himself in the special
In the
place.
junk on his way out.
Apparently. Yeah.
I win because I just saved Pauline.
Oh,
I
Donkey.
win. I'm not playing Donkey Kong.
I've been wanting to buy that, but I know I'll never play it, so I don't want to. I mean, like, I want it just to have it, but I just
Oh my
don't
God,
think I'll play it.
It is like the only thing I've played all week. I mean,
I know-
commit some gamer heresy here and say that while it's a fine game that's good in like 10-minute increments, it's not really a game I'd care to own.
well,
Yeah,
except
that's kind of
there are many
where I'm at.
10-minute increments where I'm like, I want to play a game, but I don't know what, and Donkey Kong fits that.
Yeah, that's true.
See, I have those moments, but then I remember I just started a new town in Animal Crossing. And I'm
Oh
like,
God, which Animal Crossing? 3DS?
The
Really?
only one, my friend, New Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
My first Animal Crossing, and I gotta say, if that was your first Animal Crossing, like, all the other ones feel like garbage compared to it. Like, there's no nostalgia for me, so it's just like, you know,
Good to know I'm not
I have
missing
to
out on anything.
I have to move on the map and have it like swipe and wait for it to load the next
Yeah.
segment of the map. Like, that's garbage. Okay.
But does New Leaf have NES games?
No, but it does have two
No, but
mini
the
games.
3DS
One of them I
does.
really like. Yeah, that too. Now there's this island mini game that was originally in Amiibo Festival, believe it or not. And it was like the only
Huh.
good thing about Amiibo Festival. I actually really like it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that game got a major upgrade like after it had been out for like a year or two.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, like
part
2
of
or
the
3.
yeah, it's part of the DLC. And I got my favorite villager, Ribot. Well, one of my favorite villagers. So I'm happy. But you'll hear all about that in Chain
What's
System.
Nice. Well, we've only got 2 question block questions. Does anybody want to jump on those?
Hang on.
Clearly.
Well, minus this question is easy.
Oh yeah, and we got Finn. No,
Is our new thing to just troll minus?
For us to be told, yeah.
I like. Can we have to do these in order? You realize, right? Like,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
the
Yes.
only way to read these.
So you want minus
I'll
then,
take-
Steve?
Yeah,
Or
I'll take
Phantom.
mine.
Somebody's
I'll
got
take
to take. Who's gonna take the pleasure of reading Phantom's question?
I don't care if I have to, but
You're reading Phantom's question, it sounds
Okay.
like. All right, so let's get rolling. Let me make a note here in my Audacity.
I will mute the Kong. Ah shit!
Da-da-da-da.
The damn fire thing turned around and like came right down the ladder as soon as it got to the top, and I couldn't climb down.
There you go,
quickly.
Eugene. Now you got to make another note.
No, I can just drag it.
Ah.
All right, we're back. I did not win Nintendo's, but Lucas did somehow, so that makes me angry. But also, so did Steve, so that doesn't make me quite as angry.
That
So,
makes him
Just
happy.
win.
so I'm like, I've got happy on this shoulder, sad on this shoulder. I just don't know how to feel. So let's move into the question block, and we'll suss that out later. Steve, why don't you read us our first question for the question block?
So, Minus asks us, now that E3 is over, who in your eyes won E3? There are 2 correct answers to this. Number 1 is not Sony. Number 2 is Nintendo. Easy as that. No, Nintendo had a really good showing. We saw a lot of stuff we already knew we were getting, but we got a lot of details about stuff that kind of cleared a lot of things up for us, like what the new Smash Brothers is going to be, and that was actually really exciting. So for me, it was Nintendo all the way. So.
It was Nintendo all the way for me because that's the only part of E3 I watched. That's pretty much the only part of E3 I've watched for the past 3 years because I don't have any other systems. So
I actually have a different answer than Nintendo. I enjoyed Nintendo's presentation the most because, like Justin, I only really have a Nintendo, and all of Nintendo's games are games I'm looking forward to. But speaking totally objectively, I feel like Bethesda totally rocked this E3 and deserved to have the title of winning it. They revealed Fallout 76, which admittedly isn't everyone's cup of tea, but we're getting basically the MMO of Fallout games. They revealed they're working on an entirely new game, which is like a brand new entry into the series, a space game, and Elder Scrolls 6, which has been something people have been wanting about as long as people have been wanting Animal Crossing on the Switch or the Wii U or F-Zero on any system besides GameCube. Or it's like that level of legendary that they finally revealed this. Between that and all the little mini games they threw in there, their Nintendo support was really lacking. But they've clearly got a really strong showing overall. They've got a few mobile games coming out that actually don't look half bad for mobile games. They gave us that Fallout mobile game on Switch that night that we could play. I thought they had an amazing show. I was really impressed with them, actually. It got me excited for Nintendo's show, which was cool.
I've got a different answer. And maybe it's only because I have an Xbox One, but I think Microsoft actually really killed it this year. They announced that they opened up another studio that they're going to, that's going to be a development house that's going to make exclusive Xbox games. They showed us Battletoads is going to be coming back. They showed a lot of added value to their Game Pass, which granted I don't have, but I might because it's only $10 a month and you can basically play all the games that they have on there. So that's really cool. There was just hit after hit. There was a new Halo game, new Gears of War game. There was multiple Gears of War games that were announced. Just a hit after hit after hit on Xbox's end. So I feel, if I'm thinking objectively, that I would have to give that distinction to Microsoft.
And there you have it. 2 Nintendos, a Microsoft, and a Bethesda. And I have to say, the only reason I didn't even consider Microsoft is because I didn't watch Microsoft or Sony's press conferences. I'm never that interested because I know that they're going to tailor to, Microsoft and Sony, and I have neither of those. But I do watch the third-party ones, so, there's that.
Sure. Well, fair enough. Well, that's about right, because we just hit our timer. So, we're about to hit our timer in 2 seconds. I guess I'll let you guys hear it. But with that, why don't you move us into our next question, Justin?
All right, let me bring it up here. Sorry, I've got the chat window open. All right, Phantom asks, I noticed Minus isn't trolling you guys this week, so I figured I would take over that responsibility. My question is, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, does it make a sound? Yes. Because science.
That was my exact answer too, actually.
Okay, so yes, according to my own understanding of physics and the universe, but I feel like Schrodinger would say no, because that dude believes that if you put a cat in a box, it's both alive and dead until you open the box. So I guess by that same standard, there are an infinite number of possibilities, and they're all existing, and the tree both is and is making a sound infinitesimally. So,
oh god.
Then you have to factor in reincarnation and the rebirth of the universe at the end of the Yuga, where possibly during one cycle the tree will make a sound, and during the other the tree won't. So that's the thing.
But is this the tree of life? Is this Yggdrasil or whatever it's called, or is this just a regular pine tree? Because I think that makes a difference.
That also does make a difference. Clearly, Yggdrasil is going to make a noise.
I was very disappointed when I got to the Tree of Life in Darksiders 2.
I was very disappointed when I got to the Tree of Life and there was nothing but a Bug's Life 3D movie in it.
I grew the Tree of Life in Skyward Sword this weekend, and
That
it
is-
saved the dragon's
The
life.
look on Eugene's face is like, I know what he's talking about, but I can't place it.
That was not where I thought you were going when you said you grew through your life.
Oh
In my
yeah,
pants.
jeez. Look
Thank
what
you,
you've done to
Justin.
us, Phantom.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Is this what you wanted, Phantom? You got it. This is what you got. This is what you made of us. Okay, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna move into change the system. I feel like it's gonna be a meaty one, so we'll be right back.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a meaty one because I have gotten a lot of games in the past week.
I have a lot to talk about too, actually. Also, I don't think I've ever done anything where we've had as many breaks as I have during Infendo Radio, so that's nice. Nice that it kind of evens out the whole no health benefits thing. Like, we get a lot of breaks.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go take a break, so
God,
I will be right back.
Oh, I thought you were
everybody is full of the puns
thinking-
tonight. Like I'm
I thought he
feeling
was
it.
saying,
Getting a
speaking
little-
of the health benefits or the lack thereof, he's gonna go. I don't know.
We're getting some Grant in our lives today, apparently.
Apparently, like hard.
I pulled a Eugene. I didn't know where I was going with that joke.
Oh, that's
Okay.
Eugene. Congratulations, Eugene.
That's a
Yeah,
Eugene.
thank you. Thank you.
I've
So
heard
can I
that-
just say-
I've heard that on many an intro.
While we're on break, the fundamental flaw with getting extra data for playing the Mario Tennis Aces demo is that you have to have both the preloaded Mario Tennis Aces and the online tournament demo on your system at the same time, and that frustrates me. As a gamer who has two versions of Mario Tennis and can't play either of them right now, it frustrates me having to look at both of those icons
Well,
every time.
on the bright side, in 22 and a half
2
hours,
hours?
you're there.
Is it a midnight launch on Friday?
If it's preload, it should be.
Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to that.
I Amazon bind, so mine will show up whenever homegirl rings my doorbell.
I am preloading mine tomorrow after work because then I will have gotten money in my bank account.
Little filmed Infendo tournament coming up sometime next week. That would be entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm thinking so.
We were just talking
Maybe
about
if-
that too. How we don't even
Yeah.
need to have multiple captures like with a
Like,
tennis game.
Like, I could just run the capture card and we could all just record ourselves and poof, footage.
Mm-hmm. That sounds
Um,
awesome.
And if Justin were to also get it at launch, we could do a doubles tournament.
Mm.
Just saying.
I
we
think
could,
he
like-
said he was gonna get it. I don't know if he said he was gonna. Oh no, he did because remember he had those coins in his account. I think he
Oh,
did
yeah,
say he was gonna get it
that's
at
right.
launch.
Good. We could all get
I
together some
I
play
actually
and
think
record
he
it and
bought it.
put it on the YouTube.
I think he bought it if I remember right. Because remember he said I'm gonna regret this.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I wanna. Oh, speaking of, I'm like this close from posting that Hyrule Warriors review-ish add-on thing that I've been messing with. I actually, it's basically just been like a pet project to try and learn video editing, but it's been fun.
I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm excited to hear your thoughts on the game.
I
Again.
don't. I actually don't really give too many because you guys kind of already scored it. So I just kind of give like a. I don't know. I
Second
kind of think of
opinion.
it as like a hot take. I say I've already recorded my audio. Now I'm just trying to fit like B-roll into like the appropriate spots. Like when I talk about like Lana.
It's not easy to do, is it?
It's not,
like,
dude. It's hard.
Like I've tried to do like video recordings and stuff like that before, and if you're not actually doing like a let's play, it's tough to talk about
Yeah.
things and get enough footage to mesh together for
Yeah, no, I tried. So I tried it first to record and then just talk at the same time as I was playing. But that's just so hard, like because then like something happens that you don't expect, and then like So then I just have all this B-roll, and then I recorded this like 3-minute clip of me just talking about my opinions, and then now that I'm trying to fit like when I'm talking about Ganondorf, maybe put a picture of Ganondorf kicking some ass or something.
Yeah. For
been fun,
every Infendo plays that I've put up, there's probably about a third of them that I've scrapped just because the recording, the video, and stuff don't work. It's like I've got like the ending of Death Road to Canada I don't have because I forgot to hit record. So all I had was the audio. And then I've got like freaking like 3 other games that I started playing. Cluster Truck. I did like 1 episode of that. I had like 3 more recorded. I was just like, this sucks. Like, it's just me trying to jump on a truck.
Yeah, and the worst part is that with the video editing software, like it's a little bit better, but like, you know, you move it a little bit and then you wait for it to, and then you move it and then you wait for, and then you move it and then it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
All right, we got Justin back.
Video
We're
editing.
talking about video editing, which you've been doing a little of. All right, so let's move into change the system. I'm gonna start, and Steve, I assume that you're probably gonna jump in because most of mine is gonna be Pokemon Go related. So
Yeah, I'll
feel
jump in, 'cause I got
feel
some
free to
stuff to
jump
say
in
on that.
whenever.
Okay.
All right, we are back. We're going to talk about some games we've been playing. This is the section we like to call Change the System. So I'm going to start us off. I'm going to be really loose with our timer this week because I kind of have a feeling that we've all got a bunch of games that we've been playing, so we'll just kind of play it by ear here. But anyways, I'm going to start us off here and talk about Pokemon Go first because that's the game that I played the most this last week. And that's mostly because we went on a little getaway up to Durango this weekend, me and my girlfriend. And on top of that, not only is Durango a fantastic city to play Pokemon Go in because there's so many Pokestops, so many gyms, a lot of willing trainers to play with. There was a community event this weekend for 3 hours that we got on. So Steve's not happy about it, but I am because I evolved like 3 Tramtars and they all have that special move. And it's really awesome. Yeah, I freaking loved that game this weekend. Like I hadn't gotten into it as hardcore as my girlfriend had been, but this weekend I did, for sure. Like we were in a group of people we did not know raiding this weekend. Like that was fun. That was really cool. That was like what Pokemon Go was all chalked up to be in the beginning. That's what it was like the first like summer, you know, like it really was that, but they kind of lost that. And you know, I know Lucas doesn't quite like the raids or anything like that, and I don't really either, but they did allow us to, you know, group up with a group of 2 other people and play Pokemon Go, so that was pretty cool. Steve, do you have anything to add Pokemon Go wise? Because I know you've been playing that as well.
Yeah, so Pokemon Go, I played the crap out of it at launch, like to the point where it fried my last iPhone. So I played it and then I stopped playing right after it fried my iPhone, and then I got a new iPhone and I played it a little bit around the time they were doing the Ash Hat Pikachu, and I was able to catch a couple of those. And then I tapered off again, and then I got an Apple Watch and I downloaded it for a day, and the app was broken and at that time, because of the old Apple Watch OS. And so I deleted it. Well, I decided to pick it up again because I pre-ordered Let's Go Pikachu right after E3. So I'm like, well, I just as well play it because, you know, if there's some Pokemon I have a hard time finding in my version, you know, because I don't know exactly how the versions are going to work with who's available where type deal, you know, I might be able to pull some monsters from my Pokemon Go account. So I started playing it again. The Apple Watch app is fixed for the most part. I mean, there's still plenty of... I'm so confused as to what's going on. There's still plenty of times where the Apple Watch app doesn't work the way it's supposed to. But the one thing it does that I like, with the job I have now, I actually walk around. 4 of my days, I walk between 3 dealerships that are in the same general area. And I can hatch eggs like nobody's business. Like, I got 2 eggs this morning and they were hatched by, you know, after lunch today. Like, it was so nice. So I can hatch eggs really quick. I get a lot of steps with my buddy Pokemon. I'm working on getting my Feebas that 20-kilometer, you know, walk, so I can evolve it into my Latick or my Lotic whenever I get enough candy to do it. So I've been playing the living crap out of Pokemon Go. I invested $20 in it to upgrade my backpack slots by like 600. And I think I upgraded my Pokemon slots by 150. And then I bought whatever bundle gets you a bunch of Pokeballs and some other items. And that came with some incubators. So that's what I've been using to hatch eggs. I've been having a really good time. So I've got a couple people at work at one of my dealerships that play, and so when the trading update comes out, I'll be able to trade Pokemon with them. Yeah, so I mean, I've been having a good time. So and that's one of the bigger games I've been playing this week, as a matter of fact. And it's
Awesome.
nice because I can play it, you know, in between things at work. Like if I keep the watch app going, it'll show me when there's a Pokemon around that I can catch. And then I can open the app, I can catch the Pokemon real quick, and then I just get right back to work. It's really nice.
You can't catch Pokemon from the Apple Watch app, can you?
Correct.
Because
But
that was supposed to be a feature that wasn't implemented when I was using it either.
well, I don't know if it's been implemented. I haven't tried because I find it obnoxious when I'm walking around like the mall or something and I'm trying to spin Pokestops and Pokemon keep popping up. So on my watch, and you guys can't see it, I'm not going to try and point my camera to it, but I have Pokemon turned off and Pokestops turned on. Actually, I'm going to point my camera at my watch. What you can do is right down below, it'll show you what Pokemon are close enough to where you can catch them.
Oh, cool. That's actually neat.
If I see something I'm missing, I'll pull out my phone and catch it. But it basically makes it so I can play Pokemon Go without... I still have to play it. It's not like, you know, that device that your girlfriend has, Eugene, that you've been struggling with. So I still have to play it, but it makes it so it doesn't kill my phone battery nearly as fast. It kills my watch battery instead.
Yeah,
I'm charging my watch every day.
Right.
So...
Awesome. Well, I haven't been playing too much other than Pokemon Go. The usuals. I'm sure we'll talk about Fortnite and all that other stuff on one of the other changes systems. But what I want to talk about is, and I'm going to stop my timer here. What I want to talk about is one of the other games that I've been recording footage of. This little game out of nowhere dropped from Inti Creates called Bloodstained. An NES version of the game Bloodstained, though. It's like a little teaser, right? Because the Bloodstained proper is still not out yet. But in any case, I think this is called like Bloodstained Curse of the Moon or something like that. It's like, you know, an NES Castlevania like. You can, you know, swap your characters. So like there's a character with a sword, there's a character with like a whip and stuff like that, you know, so you can get the variety there. You can swap on the fly. I'm loving it, man. It's bringing back all the old school NES feels. I don't think I like it as much as like a Shovel Knight or something like that, but I don't think that this game was meant for that. It seems like it's going to be it seems like I'm almost done with it. That's okay. Like, I don't need another 40-hour game in my life. It's great that I can probably beat this game in like 6, you know, so I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge of it. It's actually gotten me to take a look at Bloodstained proper. I wasn't really interested in that at all. Got this game, and now I'm hooked. So, like, I think I'm going to be picking up the real one when it comes out. So, if this was a propaganda demo for the Riddle Bloodstained when it comes out, it worked, because I'm going to buy it. Other than that, I've been playing kind of the usual fare, you know, some VR stuff here and there, Fortnite, PUBG, all that fun stuff. But I'm not going to take any more time here. I'm going to move it on to somebody else. Steve, you were already talking about Pokemon Go. You might as well finish out the rest of your changes system, huh?
So I've played 2 other games this week. The other one that I put like a lot of time into, like we alluded to earlier, I've played the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion. I've played it to the end of the story. I have not completed it yet. I haven't gone back to it since the night I finished it, and I need to go back and finish unlocking the rest of the gear out of it. But I really enjoyed that. I decided one night I was going to sit down and see it through, start to finish. And, well, I played it the first night, and I got like 3 or 4 rails unlocked. And so I decided the second night I played, I was going to see it to finish. And I stayed up till 1:32 in the morning, and I finished it. And it was really cool. I'm going to say spoiler free because it's, you know, only been out like a week, and it's a fairly meaty piece of DLC. But it was really good. The story was good. The final battle was really, really cool. Was it Lucas or Eugene that put up the article on Infendo?
Not me. That's Lukey Poo.
Lucas wrote the article about how it brings up race and the right to exist and everything. Really, really cool stuff. The music was good. I've already found a game rip of the soundtrack that I've got on my my phone until the actual soundtrack releases next month, which of course isn't coming to the US, but that's another complaint. But yeah, it was so good. I hate, like, Phantom and Lucas were on the call with me. What, were you guys on the first or the second night I was playing Lucas? Do you remember?
Pretty sure it was the second because you were beating the game.
Okay. So yeah, they're on, and I am like swearing left and right, like like bending my Switch in half because I'm so frustrated at some of these levels. But the thing that I liked about it is it's hard, and there's a challenge there for people that want the challenge. But if you want it just to experience the story and the levels, the mechanics and stuff, there is a way to where you can spend credits that you earn in the game and actually pass those levels and get what's called a faded memory, where you still get the credit for completing the level. But if you want to see what the collectible actually is, you have to go through and beat the level proper to fully unlock the collection.
I wish every game had that.
It was so nice, and
I would do that for Hyrule Warriors in an instant.
Yeah.
I really think that's what kept me going in that game, because I knew it was hard. I knew some of those levels are well above what I can do, but the fact that I could still get through it at my own pace, I could beat the levels I could, and the ones that were really frustrating me, I could move on. That's a really nice touch, and I know that there's something to playing a hard game and beating a really hard game, and there are people that enjoy that. That's not me. Like, for most games, I just want to play the game at my own pace. I want to experience it at my own difficulty, and any game that gives me the option to do that is good in my books. And I think that's part of the reason I enjoyed it as much as I did. Plus, it is actually kind of fun to play as an Octoling. There are not that many people doing it in multiplayer. Maybe 20%, if I had to venture a guess. And then, of course, I played a bunch more Hyrule Warriors. I've completed, at this point, I've pulled all of the weapons, costumes, and fairy costumes and materials out of the first 2 adventure maps, and I'm working through the 3rd one right now.
You're a monster.
So,
You're an absolute monster.
Current count for Steve's hours put into Hyrule Warriors, 130.
And that's that I haven't played since Sunday night.
Yep. I'm at 120. I'm catching up again.
Yeah, you're right behind me. Interestingly enough, Splatoon 2, and I meant to talk about that too. You guys will remember, and I've said this before on the show, I had zero interest in Splatoon 2 whatsoever until I was given a copy of it. My current hour count in Splatoon 2 is 105 hours. I was shocked when I saw that. Like, I've hit level 30, I've, more or less completed the Octo DLC. That was a well worth the game. So, and that was everything I've played this week. That and Pokemon Go, of course.
I'd kind of like to jump off of Steve's stuff then, because I also played a lot of Octo Expansion, and that's probably going to be where I start my story. So, if that's cool with you, Justin.
I'm good.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I played Octo Expansion 2. I actually
Wait, Octo Expansion 2 came out?
Yeah, it's even better than Octo Expansion 1. Twice the DLC and 4 times as much racial story. I used my eShop credit that I've been saving up for Octo Expansion because I was kind of lukewarm on it, honestly. And that first night that I got it, I was like, crap, I made a big mistake. I don't care about Splatoon anymore. So a few days later, I booted it up and I figured, what the heck, I'll try it. It's something new. And I bought it. I might as well. And I really liked it. The thing that actually got me into it is the thing that Steve was talking about not wanting in it, which was the difficulty. Like, I was expecting it to be kind of more of the same, rather cookie cutter, boring Splatoon storyline gameplay, but it was a lot more challenging than that, and that was fun because I get really bored when I play. Like, no offense if you like it, like, you have every right to enjoy Splatoon single player, but I find it kind of boring. And this one wasn't, and that was a relief. I thought the plot twists and the little storyline elements were really well done. Those final couple of boss fights you do are amazing.
They are tough, dude.
I'll stay spoiler free too if anybody here is listening and they're like a hardcore Splatoon like lore fan and they want to find out all about that stuff for themselves. But If that's the case, don't go read the article on Infendo.com because I delve well into all of that. But it's nice. It's like everything that has been built up in like all of the other storylines for the first 2 games has kind of like come together in this one, and that's cool. Like it shows that they actually did care about like what they were writing beyond just writing a game to write a game. I hope this is the future of Splatoon storyline gameplay, honestly, because I think everything they did really well. Even just having a hub world that's not just a bunch of like disjointed floating platforms was cool. Like we actually got a subway with like characters that it was well done. It was a nice game. Beyond that, I have been playing Splatoon by myself, a little ranked, a little solo, just because Splatoon. I'm back into it now. You got me into it, Nintendo. You got me through the game, and I got into it. I guess the last point I'll make about that, because I want to hurry up, I have other stuff to talk about, is that I did use that level skip thing a bunch toward the end, because more than playing the DLC, the storyline stuff originally, I wanted to get my character. So when I got to like the last area and I had to do like these 7 difficult levels in a row, I said, forget it. I'll just suicide myself a bunch of times, jump off the buildings.
And you can always go back later too.
And that's what I've been doing, actually. I've been going back and filling in the blanks and collecting the memories and reading through the story. And it's nice. It's a nice way to play. Because honestly, I thought that the Octoling should have just been unlocked from the start. I get from like a story perspective why it's not, but I wanted the Octoling. And I probably never would have played the story if it was. So, you know, good on Nintendo for realizing that. But that's Octo Expansion. If you haven't played it, play it. It's probably the best of the quote-unquote 3 Splatoon stories we've gotten so far.
I couldn't get through the regular story mode. I got through Octo because it kept me interested.
Yeah, it was well made. I think the next biggest game I've probably been playing is Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is like my, like realistically speaking, not exaggerating, this is probably like my 10th town in that game. I got it 5 years ago when I graduated college, and like that birthday. So it's been a while. I've been through a lot of towns. Every year when I don't get a new Animal Crossing for the home console, I boot it up and I start over again because, you know, that's my life. So I've been doing that. I got a bunch of my villagers I really like. I got Ribot, I got Lucky. I'm praying that I'll get Anka because she's my favorite villager of all time, but we'll see. And that'll probably be the game that I do like weekly updates on from now on. Oh, and I imported my Ganondorf amiibo. So I've got evil little pig Ganon living in my town causing hell for all of them. And I love it. I like to think that after Ocarina of Time, when he gets banned, like that's where he gets banished to. Like this super cute cartoony world where everyone's just nice and he can't do anything. And he's just planting flowers with me waiting for his revenge.
Oh, is this the part where we talk about the Zelda timeline? Because I'm ready.
This is the brand new Zelda timeline between the child timeline and whatever freaking game comes next. Anyway, that's Animal Crossing. I played a little Fortnite. Not really much to talk about there. Phantom and Eugene and Justin, and to a degree Steve when he wants to play it, are a lot of fun in Fortnite. I have fun playing it. I have more fun playing it with other people. The other game that I've played a lot of lately is LA Noire. I figured, what the heck, let's boot that up again. And it's a good game. I forgot how good of a game it was, actually. I've been playing it on Switch all the time, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy those kind of games. I really like visual novels, and for better or worse, this is just kind of like an Americanized visual novel. So, yeah, that's a fun game. 2 other games I've been playing, really quick, not much to say about them. Booted up Star Fox 64 3D.
Ooh.
Still better than Star Fox 64. It's amazing how they got like all the old voice actors back to re-record all their lines. Like your childhood nostalgia is there, but it's different and it's
better.
Like, yeah, it's amazing. It's a really well done game. That said, I'm realizing that I don't quite like it as much as Star Fox Zero, so I'm probably going to be booting that up because I'm having real Star Fox cravings lately. I lied. There's 2 more games now. Smash Bros. 3DS. Played a little of that by myself while I was hanging out with Steve. Nothing much there. I want to play Smash Bros. The other game I played was Skyward Sword. Played it at my friend M's house. We beat it. We got to do the final boss, Demise, and Girahim, and all that goodness. Without a doubt, my favorite Zelda game. I don't know why I ever thought it was anywhere near Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. It's the best Zelda game ever. I love it so much. That final scene was so good. Oh, it's such a good game. I got done with it, and I felt like I had just finished watching, like, the Lord of the Rings trilogy or something. Like, it was that level of, like, cinematic goodness for me.
Dude, when you raise the sword and it gets struck by lightning and then you strike it into Demise, that scene is forever imbued in my brain.
Spoilers!
I forgot because I played this
Oh,
game
it's an old game.
5 years ago, but like I forgot how well made Demise was. Considering you really only see him for like the last bit of the game, the fact that it's been building up and building up, the way he's written, that like he's evil. He is everything that's evil in this universe, and he reflects that. He's a god. It's so much better than like any other final boss fight I've ever had in one of those games.
I am excited to read about him in the Zelda Encyclopedia. I'm curious to see what they have to say about him.
Oh, I love I love that game from start to finish. Like it's a fantastic game. I can't rant enough about it. The next time I say Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game, slap me and tell me I'm wrong, because it's Skyward Sword. It's always going to be Skyward Sword. And that is how Lucas ends his Nintendo. So with that, I will turn it over to my effervescent host.
Nintendo. So you're hosting another Nintendo?
Yeah, and none of you got it right. The game was Home Improvement.
Foiled again by Tim Allen. Justin, take us away.
Yeah, I don't even know how to segue off of that.
No one does.
I've been playing a lot of stuff lately.
Tim Allen built stuff.
There have been so many games from my wish list on sale in the eShop, and I had so much money in my eShop because like every month I'll put a little bit in there just that I have something, and there's been a lot of nothing to get. So finally we had Pac-Man Championship Edition 2 Plus was on sale. I got that. Fortnite, of course, we've been playing. We were playing a lot of last night. I also got Ultra Street Fighter 2, which I've played a little bit of. It's Street Fighter 2, I mean, and just prettier, but seems to play pretty well. But the game I've been actually playing the most of has been the Arcade Archives Donkey Kong. This has been on my wish list for so long, an actual arcade port of Donkey Kong. And to make things even better, we have 3 ports. You have the original Japanese version, a revision of the Japanese version, and then the US version on there. So you can play like all of them. And I still love Donkey Kong. I love the hell out of Donkey Kong. I will sit down like, I want to play something. What do I want to play? I don't know. I'll play Donkey Kong. The other game I've been playing a lot of has been Breath of the Wild. It's funny, like even after I put 200 plus hours into Breath of the Wild, I'm still addicted to it, playing through it again in master mode. It's just I can't put it down. I try to do a little bit of Hyrule Warriors to unlock stuff, but I just always end up going back into Breath of the Wild. So
you're like, I'm playing Zelda, but
you know what'll help with that, Justin? You play as Link in the Breath of the Wild costume. Yes, it's unlocked from the start in Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah, I thought that was the like original NES Link costume that it was supposed to be, but yeah.
No, I
so
don't think
I've
you
been
can that till the second adventure map.
I've been playing a little bit of the hell while we were doing Change the System. For some reason, I decided to play Shovel Knight. So I'm just kind of bouncing all over the place in my games. But mostly, what I've been playing is Donkey Kong and Breath of the Wild. And it's funny. I thought that I had broken Breath of the Wild by using my amiibo and knowing where all the good stuff is and all that, but Master Mode is still pretty darn challenging, and I think it's really kind of the shot in the arm that I needed to get hooked on that game again. I'm about to do my first Divine Beast. I already got the Master Sword. Starting to level up my armor because you really don't have much of a choice in Master Mode but to level up your armor, because otherwise, like, one hit will kill you.
Yeah, seriously. Especially if you're trying to do Trial of the Swords. I was actually trying to do that in Master
Oh,
Mode.
fuck that.
No, yeah, no way. Like, no way.
I couldn't even do the second Trial of the Sword in normal mode. There's no way I'm even attempting it in Master Mode.
I got to the third Trial of the Sword in normal mode and said, nope, I can't do it.
Trial of the Sword in Master Mode is garbage, and I'm going to tell you why. Then you can put Justin's timer back on, because freaking it's hard enough doing Trial of the Sword when your weapons break in typical
Right.
Breath of the Wild nonsense fashion, and you have to partition your weapons out. But then in Master Mode, freaking they heal. So you have to deal with the fact that if you don't hit them in just the right order, in just the right sequence, they heal. And when you get to room 7 or 8 of the first set, when you're fighting the Lizalfos, you hit them and you knock them into the water, and then they float in the water, and while they're swimming back to you, they heal all of their health, and then you run out of weapons, and then you're dead, and you just have to give up. It is garbage. It's a horrible implementation of that. I don't know why they kept Master Mode in for that. Who has done it? If you listen to this show and you've done it, like, comment in our YouTube or come on our channel or do something. Tell us,
on the
because
show.
you're like the god of
You on
that
the show
game.
if
Like,
you've done it.
I don't back down from a challenge in video games. I have given up on that because it's ridiculous.
I think the only way to do it, and this is what I've conceded to, and I know it's completely cheating, but I'm stocking up on my amiibo, my Archer amiibo, and I'm just hoping for freaking H and arrows, because I figure that's the only way I'm going to get through that.
But you can't even bring items in with
Oh,
you.
yeah!
I mean, the
So,
only
like-
thing that has saved me doing Trial of the Sword is you can any status boost
Right.
will carry over. So, like, I will take one of my many dragon horns and cook a 3 defense boost or a 3 attack boost for 30 minutes.
But that is null and void in the third challenge.
Right.
Because when you get to the second set of rooms in the third challenge, they take place in a fire area, so you have to cook and eat something that'll keep you cool. And the last section takes place in ice. So that'll only get you through the first third of the third room.
And here's the thing, Trial of the Sword is totally doable. I did it in the main game.
Right.
In Master Mode, it's a nightmare. And the fact that it's even in there is just like, it's the same level as like the 900 Koroks. It's like, here's something you'll never do just to keep the game from ever really being over. Like,
I know this is kind of descended into bitch about Trial of the Sword segment, but I want to, like, when I first heard about Trial of the Sword, I was picturing something like I can't remember what they call it, but in Twilight Princess, you know, where you go through
Yeah, the 100-room dungeon.
Yeah.
The Cave of
Which-
Ordeals.
Which is Cave of Ordeals, which is doable. I mean, I got to the last room of it and died, but I mean, I got to the last room of it on my like second try. Trial of the Sword, like even the second segment of it, I've tried like
It's
half
tough.
a dozen times. Yeah,
Well,
and I'm like,
and-
I want this powerful sword, but forget it. I'll just go to Hyrule Castle and pick up one of those. Royal Guard swords that's
Right.
a higher attack
well,
than
and heck, when you're in Hyrule Castle, the sword is at max power.
right.
Because
Right.
you're around Ganondorf, so it's useless there. Like,
Yeah, so I pretty much decided Trial of the Sword, unless I decide like one of these days, all right, I'm definitely going to do it. Trial of the Sword is something I'm just not going to attempt anymore. It's a waste of my time. It's one of those things they put in there for like the ultra hardcore like the Dark Souls masters,
Right.
But Lucas is on a magic carpet.
What else have you been playing, Justin? I've got you another timer going.
All right, just crap. I don't know. Like, did Breath of the Wild, a little bit of Pac-Man, a lot of Donkey Kong, a little bit of Street Fighter. I don't know. Just let's talk about Fortnite because
Yeah, we didn't really talk about
we
that.
played Fortnite last night.
Oh, no.
We did not do nearly as well as
No.
we did the first time
get third
Fortnite
place.
together. Yeah, we did
We
get
took-
third place at one.
because
No,
of
let's be
Eugene.
fair. Eugene got third place.
Well, though, wasn't that the match? No, that was the match where we all did good because we all went up
No,
on the
that's
mountain.
right.
On the
And we all
mountain,
did
yeah.
good. It's just we got killed at the end, but we were the last surviving team because there were
Right.
only 5 players left, and we were 3 of them.
Yeah.
So we did pretty good. I mean, the fact
that was
we
the one
got
where we
killed
had
by
the
one.
that was the one where we had the randomly assigned 4th player because
Yeah.
Steve's a bitch who I accidentally abandoned because all right, we got to tell this story. Lucas
We
Lucas
didn't
goes
just-
the storm was beginning to close in, and Lucas said, all right, let's go over to that mountain. So Lucas starts building because he's the fastest builder, and he builds these stairways up to the top of the mountain. And I decide, all right, the best way to stay alive is to make it so that we've got the high ground and nobody else can get to us. So I destroy the stairs behind me so that nobody can follow us, not realizing that our 4th player wasn't there. So we get up there and we see him down there, and then we see this little red X. Like, oh shit, are you gonna go save him? I'm not gonna go save him. No, sorry, buddy. It's just
Basically, the moral of the story
and he was
here-
crawling for a while, waiting for somebody to come save him.
The moral of the story here is if you get randomly assigned to our team and we're not like communicating with you, we don't care and we're going to leave behind because we're terrible people.
You're on your own.
I mean, to be fair, he was really good, and he held his own in the
Yep.
battles. But yeah, I completely forgot that he was even with us, and I started, burning our bridges so that nobody could follow us, and yeah, that didn't work out well for him. But
It would have worked out well, but we just couldn't shoot the last guys at the end of the day.
yeah, and part of the problem was the storm closed, so that closed the mountain out. So here's all right, people listening at home can't see this, but here's the mountain, and the line was right here. So we literally had to come off our hiding.
Perpendicular
Yeah,
to the mountain.
right. So we had to come out of our hiding spot in order to not die, and in the process, we died.
Yeah.
Point is, we're going to win Fortnite one of these nights, so stay tuned for that,
Yes.
folks.
We got so close that
We'll
first
get
night.
it.
Right?
We'll get it. Me and Steve
Multiple
took
times,
second
too.
that first night. We got
Yeah.
this.
Right?
Nintendo's
All
gonna do
right.
you proud, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, well, we're going to move out of this section. We're going to move out of the show because we have found ourselves to the conclusion. Well, I guess the only way to get out of here proper is to tell you about where all the places you can give us money and stuff is. So the best place to do that is Infendo.com. It's recently gotten a little makeover, still a work in progress, little passion of love. So if you hate it, if you love it, let us know. We'll try and make it better. That's that. Go to our Discord channel from there, our merch shop, all that fun stuff. Make sure, especially if you are watching us on YouTube or Twitch right now, please like this video and please subscribe to our channel. We would really, really appreciate it. All of that helps, a ton. So with that, I am going to get out of here by telling you where you can find me. You can find me at Infendo Eugene on Twitter. Don't forget to also follow at Infendo on Twitter as well. And the final place you can find me is in MySpace because I just recently found out that my MySpace account was hacked or something because MySpace sent me an email. So I'm trying to figure out what my old password and stuff is. Not that it really matters, but that's my night. Justin, you tell me where we can find you on MySpace or otherwise.
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. You can get my Switch friend code from right here. I don't know what that looks like on your side, but or on my Twitter profile, it's all in there. So send me a friend request. You can be our 4th player when Steve, ignores us.
I think Steve's got his iPhone fixed, so I think he's going to
Steve's got to work on his precious phone because he has a family who cares about it.
It's a pretty phone though. It's a really pretty phone.
I've written stuff. I just have to have the ambition to post it. So Check Infendo, check utilidork.com. There will be stuff up there eventually when my ADD runs out and I actually like get the ball rolling on that stuff. But I'm doing stuff, just not showing up to anybody but me.
You need to not worry about all your Oxford commas, Justin. It's going to be okay. Lucas, how many commas have you been using lately? I don't know where I'm going with
Freaking
this.
all the commas. Yeah, where to begin? Infendo, do Infendo stuff with Lucas. That's good. I've written some articles this week for Infendo.com, and I'm rather proud of them. So if you'd like to check those out, that would be very much appreciated. I haven't been posting gameplay videos. I do, however, have the second episode of Dragon Warrior Monsters recorded, just not edited. So should that moment ever arise where I can actually sit down and do that, you'll be seeing some new content on YouTube at some point too, where you're watching this live right now. My most important place to visit me is hughadventure.com, which is also just patreon.com/hughadventure. That's where I try to post updates to the game I'm working on. Usually I just forget. But every month I do post a new version for my $5 patrons. So if you would like to play a very rough game in progress that will someday be on the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch 2, depending on how long it takes me to finish this freaking game, that would be a place to do that. Other than that, I have two Twitters. I'm going to be getting rid of one because I'm realizing that I just post everything to my main Twitter anyway, so why bother having one? But that is Chromatic Hue. If you don't know how to spell that, you were not an art major in college, but I forgive you. Just find Infendo and I'm around, so that's a thing. But I've been posting stuff on there. Some of it will probably piss you off. Maybe not. Who knows? But this is life now. So go on there and see what's up with me lately. I think that's just about it. If you want to play video games with me sometime, my info is also on my Twitter, so that would be cool. I like Fortnite and Mario Kart and every other game that has multiplayer that I can't think of right now. So hit me up. I'm always down to play games, especially after 10 p.m. Eastern.
And usually until like 6 p.m. Mountain. 6 a.m.
hours of the morning. 6 p.m. Mountain Time would be 8 a.m. That's
Yeah,
a
I
little
was-
harder than I can
Yeah.
party.
Oh, hey, sometimes you like to party, boy.
My cronk
Steve.
levels aren't quite there yet.
Oh, God. Steve, where are
You
your
said-
cronk levels at?
Did we really just say Kronk and not Kronk?
Oh yeah!
I'm completely lost.
Thank you for asking that in the form of a yes or no comment, so I can do that.
I think
Find
Steve has a.
breaking down in tears on
I think-
Nintendo Radio.
I'm not
I think
watching
he
the
just
video
caught
right
a
now.
Nintendo fever. He just
Oh,
caught the
God.
Nintendo fever. He's dead.
And
Steve,
Well
it, has,
done.
it has been a night. It is almost over. You can find me at Gentis1 on Twitter, at twitch.tv/Gentis, where I am slowly posting gameplay videos. You can find me on Nintendo Fever podcast once a month, which was just recorded tonight, so watch for that. And you can find me playing Minecraft again starting tomorrow because the Bedrock update comes out either later tonight or tomorrow morning sometime.
don't lie. You're just gonna play another 100 hours of Hyrule Warriors, you monster.
I'm gonna have a hard time pulling myself away from Hyrule Warriors, but I think if any game can do it, it's gonna be Minecraft.
He'll build all of
Yeah,
the
that
maps
sounds
from
about
Hyrule Warriors. Like,
Lucas, that's an idea.
Oh,
there you
God.
go, buddy. I'm
No,
here
no,
for you.
The
It's a
8-bit
good idea.
sprites. The 8-bit sprites that they use in the adventure mode map, I can build those
There you
in
go.
Minecraft.
Totally could.
All right, y'all. We are gonna get out of here. Go build yourself some maps, preferably not in Minecraft. No, do it in Minecraft if you want. I don't care. You can do what you want to do. I don't care. If you like Minecraft, you want to pay $100 for that game. That's your prerogative. I ain't gonna stop you. You do
That's
you.
that auto expansion
I've paid
mentality.
well over $100 for that game, Eugene, considering I bought it for 2 of these guys,
Sure.
my wife, and another friend of mine. Uh-huh.
Did you buy me Minecraft? I totally forgot you bought me Minecraft. Thank you,
Yeah.
Steve. I'm
You're
sorry
welcome.
that I told you I uninstalled it a few days ago.
Well,
yeah,
but you said
I
it was
did not
because you
forget,
were
and I
keen.
feel bad because I've barely played it since like the last time we played together.
Eugene, if you want to start, the offer stands.
Eugene can't. Eugene hates it because he hates us, and he says that anything we like has to suck. So
This is true.
that's the official. That's the Infendo canon, actually.
That's why I suck, because you guys like me. Ha ha! We're gonna get out of here for the week, y'all. Catch you later. Bye.
I almost fell off my chair.
That would have been funny because we would have got to watch.
Wow, thanks, Steve. Boy, that would have been funny watching you fall like 3 on your freaking tiled floor
I'm sorry we missed that.
backwards.
We
Good
don't
night,
have
everybody.
Minus and or Phantom. If you want to join us for a little bit, pop on in. I figured out how we can do pop-out rooms later. It's kind of like what Justin was suggesting, so they don't have to leave the Zoom, but they could be like in a separate room. So then we can still have our 4. You know, the thing.
Minus
on
the
the
Phantom, you're single-handedly ruining Infendo Radio with your presence. Please get out of please get out of the video.
If you are still watching us at this point, thank you, and we're sorry, but click the buttons here and probably over here. Bye.